So we talked a lot about Bill 96, obviously, about the rally over the weekend, and Natasha and I both there. Guess who we ran into? Our next guest, Greg Kelly, and his wife, Marwa Risky, were both there. Greg, how you doing?
Hey, guys, I'm doing all right.
Well, wait a sec. That doesn't sound that good. What do you mean, just all right? Everything okay?
I'm actually doing fantastic.
Okay, good.
I guess it's more, it's with the thunderstorm that's rolling in.
Yeah.
I guess it's just sort of like big storms on the horizon. So I'm kind of looking outside and I'm saying, well, I feel bad for people who might be caught on our highway system with the big, puddles and all that. But I'm doing great. I'm doing fine.
So I think there's some congratulations in order, right? Are we allowed to say what's going on?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, guys.
No, you go ahead. Tell everybody the news.
Tell everyone.
Yeah, well, Marwa and I are expecting a baby, so we're very thrilled to share the news with everyone who's listening right now. And by funny coincidence, our baby is due on October 30th, which happens to be my birthday, and also to add a little political twist, the date of the last referendum. So there you go.
Wow.
No way. How awesome.
Yeah,
that's great.
We're so thrilled for you. I feel like, we've been able to kind of observe this love story, and it's just been a beautiful thing to behold.
And by the way, thank you so much when we ran into you on Saturday. So did I get this right? You're planning to name the baby Aaron? Did I get that right, Greg?
No, I don't think so.
No, sorry. That was not discussed, but
I'm sorry.
For sure, we'll let everyone know the next part there about the name and all that, but we're honestly, we're just so thrilled, and I'm just so happy that, so far, Marwa is healthy and the baby is healthy. So that's also, we're just counting our blessings. And I do my best to make sure that she has all the foods that she needs on a moment's notice. So
I saw how attentive.
Get into practice.
Yeah, you were very well. You were tending to her very well at the protest, and she does have that glow. She's absolutely gorgeous, and so I hope she's feeling well. You guys are just entirely too awesome.
I couldn't be happier for you. Congratulations, Greg. That's great.
Guys. Thank you guys so
All right,
much.
Listen, let's talk. I said we've been talking a lot, obviously, about Bill 96. It's, one of those things we chatted about during the show today, of course. But Bill 21, we kind of sometimes forget about, although I know that the issue has come up even in the federal conservative leadership race, right? The issue has been brought up by a couple of the candidates. Yep. What's going on here exactly with this e-petition?
Well, a citizen of my riding just approached me, and he's part of the Red Coalition organization, and said he'd like to table a petition. So it is one of those basic democratic duties of an MNA that when a citizen says, hey, I'd like to table a petition about, in this case, it's about Bill 21 and certain things this organization would like to see repealed or changed, I, of course, said yes. I accepted. The Liberal Party voted against Bill 21. And again, just to reiterate, it really kind of goes down to that basic concept that I represent the riding, but if people want to put a petition online at the National Assembly and have their voices heard and encourage people to go look at the petition and to sign it, I think it's a very important step in allowing people to express themselves in the National Assembly through an elected official. So that's just kind of the story there, and it is, it is something that does come back. Bill 21, people still do speak to me about it when I'm out in the riding or, out in the city of Montreal or anywhere. It's still definitely something that does come back from time to time. There are court challenges, obviously, against Bill 21 at the moment. So we'll see where that all kind of finishes up. But again, that's just, kind of the basic story of why I decided to, help a citizen out and this association to put a petition online and let people go express their viewpoints about the bill.
So what is the nature of this petition?
The nature, it really is, first and foremost, is kind of denouncing Bill 21. But there is a part that does ask, that sections of Bill 21 be repealed. We talk about religious symbols on people in authority. There's one thing that's definitely come back time in and time again. It's really been a vocal point, has been teachers. Recently Dominic Anglade in an interview with the Journal de Montreal said that, that's one area that we went too far, was in the public system, not allowing people who wear religious symbols to continue to practice. So there are some examples there, too, where the Liberal Party just says that this bill definitely does go too far. And it would be very interesting when we do take power at one point, not to forget that the notwithstanding clause is used for sections of Bill 21, not for the entirety of the bill. But what do the legal opinions of the government of Quebec say about some of these articles that were adopted with that clause in place? They must obviously have had some type of perhaps warning saying that these would not pass not just the Canadian Constitution, our Charter of Rights, but probably also the Quebec Charter of Rights, which I would like to remind all your listeners was adopted before the Canadian Charter. So that's also a document to me that is extremely important. Here in Quebec, we have a long tradition of individual liberties and freedoms and standing up and protecting those. So again, putting this petition out there for citizens to sign, it's just giving them the democratic process and ability to go out and express themselves in a peaceful manner.
We're speaking with Liberal MNA Greg Kelly. Greg, since the petition went up, you need 500 signatures, right, by June 10th. How's it looking so far?
I'm not too I did not look right before.
You know what? I'll click on it. Here, I've got it right here.
I've seen people have been sharing it. I'm not too concerned. I've tabled a few petitions now, and they all end up getting up into the thousands. And I think the biggest petition that I did not table but had the most amount of signatures during this period was that Bill 61, if you remember, the Infrastructure Act that was going to really cut a lot of environmental regulations and a bunch of other, powers from the government were going to be taken. It was a huge bill that ended up, dying. And there was a petition there that if I'm not mistaken, we got close to 100,000 signatures in the end. And that was, again, put out there by a citizen who was just very concerned with that bill. So these petitions do, from time to time, take on a life of their own and become, a very powerful signal that people are on the ground very frustrated with a certain issue.
So you're up to 216 already. You've got lots of time to go until June 10th, so I think it's pretty clear you're going to make it. But let's just once again make sure people know where to find it, how to find it, and what exactly they're signing for. This is about allowing teachers, lawyers, physicians, people to be able to wear those religious symbols and continue to do their jobs.
Yeah, and again, just a general message, too, of, there is a group and a part of our society that is very much against Bill 21. And, it's the role, as I will mention again, of the MNA, who citizens want to table a petition. They go about and they put those things online for organizations and for groups to do. So it does get tabled to the National Assembly, and it has to be studied in the commission afterwards. So it actually gets decided on, and a response will be given to the group by the government responding to the petition. So that's why these things are important, like I said, in society, because it gives people an opportunity to really communicate directly with the government and get an answer.
So just for people who are hearing this and would like to weigh in on Bill 21, what's the easiest way to find this e-petition?
It is on the site of the National Assembly.
I can give you the number.
There's a section for petitions, and you can give the number if you want. I guess you have it right before you, Natasha, but
I do.
That's the best way is to go on the National Assembly website. Which
is ASSNAT, so ASSNAT.qc.ca. It's a big, long thing after that, but if you just enter petition 9651, you should be able to find it. So again, the number of the petition is 9651. You can text us too, and we can send you a link to that.
Yeah, on the National Assembly's own website. Okay. Mm-hmm. Greg, that's great. Thank you. Appreciate it. All the best to you in Marwa, and look forward to chatting soon.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you guys so much, and thanks for letting me have the chance to announce to a lot of people out there our very good news, and we're just absolutely through the moon, and it's been quite the adventure the last 2 years, from meeting Marwa to getting married, to now having a child on the way. So we're really blessed, and we're really fortunate.
That's great.
We couldn't be more thrilled for you. Just before we let you go,
thanks for being our fans, guys. We really appreciate
That's what we're here for.
Of our love story, we really, it means a lot to us, and it's just sometimes in the world, the news is negative. The news is sometimes hard to open the paper every day, and once in a while having some good news out there, I think does good for everybody.
Yeah, by the way, Natasha and I would both like to be in the movie when they make it of you and Marwa and how you got together and all that stuff.
Just as extras.
So, whatever you can do, okay? Thanks, Greg.
All right, I'll work on that.
Greg Kelly, Liberal MNA for Jacques-Cartier and official opposition critic for Indigenous Affairs. All the best. That's great. Nice story. All right, get on there. If you want to do your part for Bill 21, there's the place to do it.
ASSNAT, ASSNAT.qc.ca, and again, it's petition number 9651. 216 signatures so far, so a little ways to go for 500, but there's no doubt we'll get there by June 10th.